Okay, so day 9. You know what I no longer need? Inhibitions. I'm saying this right now because I'm feeling pumped up, I guess. I just feel enlivened with this idea that I'm ready to move forward. Like, all this time I have been battling with this feeling of like, oh, this loss of my identity, this loss of my life, this loss of like who I've been, what I've been working for. I'm ready. I'm ready to not be that person anymore because I'm not. I can't be. I don't want to be back there because I'm here and I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to be whatever new thing I'm becoming. I'm feeling impatient because I just want to be that already. And I know that it's coming, and I know in some ways I am, and I see myself moving towards it, but I want to feel like a new me. And I want to feel like a me that knows I'm me, like that knows I'm embodying myself as I am. Because for so long, I was living as me, but what I thought was a more palatable version or more acceptable for my environment. Like to be with this community that I'm with, I know I have to act as though I'm one of them. I don't know how to say one of the members of this community that no, we all put on this idea of who we are here, and that's why we're all accepted. And I'm like, oh, I need community. I'm just gonna be whatever person calls for this moment. And like, I think I've done this since childhood because I've had that experience of feeling like I don't really fit in, right? Like everybody here, are they are they acting too? I don't know, that's the question. Because I always felt like I had to act. And so anyway, I've realized that I'm not acting now. Like I can't act like anything other than what I am. And for so long I was trying to be something. In fact, I was trying to be something for someone else. I felt like I had to be someone to be with them. Someone that I'm not. And you know, honestly, situations have come to light where it shows that a lot of these feelings I had were insecurities that I felt like I had to work through. Like perceptions that were given to me by someone else that made me respond in a situation as if that were my own perception. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. I have to let go of that. I have to let go of trying to be liked or finding myself in positions where I feel as though I need to be liked. I had a wonderful experience of being loved for who I am. Perhaps that was my first time experiencing it. Truly, like this. It was something else. But unfortunately, by proxy, the environment I was placed into was one where I felt the least accepted I'd ever felt in my life. And at that point, it felt like every day was fighting for acceptance. To just be okay to be here, to be present in this place where I exist. Even in my own home, it got bad. And that experience taught me like to survive here, I'm gonna have to become like them. I'm gonna have to be like these people. But to survive, really, we can only be ourselves. And maybe it is a case of moving on from people until you find people that you can really click with. And maybe that's why people of similar states come together and kind of collect together with each other, because they're all familiar in that way. Five minutes. How long? Sometimes I wonder how long I'm rambling. Jasmine, come in. Yeah, you want to cuddle? Yep, yep. Come here. You know, I don't really have a good answer for myself when it comes to this. I think that differences are beautiful, and that there's a lot to be appreciated in them. And I've always been a person that likes to seek out things that I find to be, interesting and extraordinary. And I've always loved new experiences. I've always loved trying anything. Humans have always done and made and been incredible just by being and existing and creating. And it's great to see the way that groups of people come together to create certain things, to create many wonderful things. That's what I love. That's what I enjoy appreciating and experiencing. And it's been fun. But what I notice sometimes, usually I would pass through communities and experiences, and differences were just part of the show. But I guess that when you plan to stay with a community of people, sometimes compatibility feels important. It's a thing that's tough to say, because you can really work on it and create beautiful relationships with people that are so different from you, ways that are unexpected. You can make really wonderful combinations of living experiences and different dynamics, and to put yourself on more interesting paths. Humans are meant to mingle, man. Like, humans are meant to go and see differences and experience them. It seems so. But it makes me wonder who I am then in all of this. Of all the things that I move forward and take with me, what things are like mine? What's me? What's me now? Because me is a collection of all my experiences, and there's so many things I picked up that maybe others wouldn't initially think of as mine, or something I should have had, perhaps. But I was in situations where I did pick them up, and they became part of me, and I love them. I love these parts of me. I love these things that I've learned, all these things that I've done. I loved that life I had. But now I see myself in a position where I have to move on from that. And I guess I'm just in the waiting period and feeling a little bit of impatience. But I guess I answered my own question here with this long-winded recollection, is that actually I already am this newer version of myself. Like, every day I am. Every month I'm even newer. Every few months, every year. And I guess it's subtle and you don't notice the time that comes where you feel different. But one day I'll be there. I'll be in a completely different place. And I'll look back on this feeling and I'll remember having those feelings. Just like I look back on the memories I have of the past and I remember those. The good and the bad. And I remember feeling the bad feelings and saying, like, one day I'm not going to feel this anymore. And it happened. And I felt better and I felt good and I felt great and life was amazing. And I look back on those memories too. And everything reminds me that life moves. And it goes. And sometimes things return, and that's part of a cycle, a beautiful cycle, and sometimes they leave. And that's part of the story. But every day is new. Every hour, every minute, every second. I guess I'll say a prayer. 11 minutes. These are getting longer. Wonder who will see. Okay. God, thank you for every opportunity I have to be new, to be renewed in you, for each second to be a moment of choice for me where I can choose connection and happiness, affection, joy, where I can choose how I move forward, what I do. I could just choose to be me. And I pray this, Lord, for everyone, that everyone here gets to feel safe to be themselves, to be their creation, the creation they are in you. So, Lord, thank you for all the opportunities we have to make this world a better place, to make it beautiful like you designed. Thank you for using us as your vehicles to do so. Help us in our pursuits, Lord. I want to keep those blessings.